Let's start with the biggest deal so far of the transfer window, and that is West Ham's attempt to sign Jermaine Defoe. Now, this is a state of play. West Ham have made a £6 million offer. That's been rejected by Sunderland. West Ham, though, are willing to pay more, but Sunderland's valuation is close to £15 million for a 34-year-old striker. Now, this is what West Ham manager Slaven Bilic had to say this morning.
He does the things that are the most important in a football game, and that's goals. You know, and he's scoring them. He scored them last year, and in every game, it's not only scoring goals. He's got chances. He's in chances, and the most of the chances he's converting them into goals. So he's an excellent player, of course.
Now, Defoe is not the only striker West Ham have made a bid for this week. They're also interested in signing Scott Hogan from Brentford. We believe they've made a bid of £10 million, but that has been turned down as well. Hogan valued it up to £15 million by Brentford. Now, Reading, Norwich, Aston Villa and Watford are also interested. Hogan wants Premier League football. This, again, is what Slaven Bilic had to say this morning.
Scott is a good player. I watched him a few times. He's scoring goals. He's very sharp, very quick, really good finisher. He does it in the Championship. He's very young and a really good prospect and a good player now.
It all seems to be about West Ham United this morning. Another player they're interested in signing is Glenn Johnson. Now, West Ham want cover at right back, but Stoke don't want to sell, even though Johnson has just 6 months left on his contract. Stoke say they have an option to extend his deal. Now, of course, Johnson started his career at West Ham 15 years ago. It's not just about West Ham this morning. Let's go to Arsenal, and here it says that a deal is close for Cohen Bramall. Well, the latest information I'm just getting is that Arsenal have completed that deal, and the fee is a bit more than that. I think the fee will end up being about £100,000. But could Arsenal also be selling players, buying more players? Well, Arsene Wenger has been talking this morning. As usual, he's been keeping his cards pretty close to his chest. He says Arsenal have not had any offers for full-backs Carl Jenkinson and Matthew Debuchy, and he won't be drawn on reports of interest in Porto full-back Ricardo Pereira.
Who is coming out, going out at the moment? Nobody. Who is coming in? Nobody. But you know, for us, the best way would have be to get Cazorla back, to get Danny Welbeck back. Anyway, with very little hope to find players of that quality in the January transfer market. So the best way to deal with that is to get our injured players back.
We're expecting Everton to be very busy this month. Of course, they've got a new owner who's got new big plans for the club. They've been strongly linked with a number of players already. Now, Ben Ransom, our reporter in the North West, is covering Everton for us today. Ben, what can you tell us about what Everton are up to?
Yes, Carve, we could potentially see one of the biggest domestic deals of this window confirmed today, because Charlton forward Ademola Lookman travelled up to Merseyside yesterday for a medical. That's all now done. We understand personal terms aren't an issue, so we're expecting this deal to be confirmed today. The fee being talked about is £10 million, although it is my understanding it will be a bit less than that. However, clearly a statement of intent from Everton, who, as you rightly say, we do expect to be very busy this month. Another player they're being linked with is Memphis Depay from Manchester United. You might remember around 6 weeks ago, Ronald Koeman publicly expressed his interest in a loan deal. Now, at the time, Jose Mourinho wasn't too happy with those comments, but since he's revealed that Depay can leave Old Trafford in January. Everton then interested potentially in a loan, although United, we understand, would prefer a permanent transfer. Given all that, reports this morning in France suggest that Nice are also perhaps tracking Depay, and they are looking to make a loan deal with the option to buy in the summer. So watch this space on him. Everton looking for perhaps more than one player from Manchester United, because it's our understanding they're number one target is Morgan Schneiderlin. Now, the player is available again, like Depay, to leave Old Trafford in January. It seems as though at this stage that Everton would be his most likely destination. That's despite Everton's opening offer of around £19 million being rejected. West Brom also in the hunt. They've had an £18 million offer rejected, but it's our understanding Manchester United are looking for closer to the £24 million which they paid Southampton for his services back in July 2015.
Now here is a blast from the past. Ravel Morrison is training with Wigan Athletic as he considers his future. The former Manchester United and West Ham midfielder is looking for a new club after failing to make a single appearance for Lazio this season. Lazio have told him he can leave. Wigan manager Warren Joyce used to coach Morrison at Manchester United. Now, Chinese football is growing fast, so fast, in fact, that there are reports that Shanghai SIPG have made a world record £128 million offer for Dortmund striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, SIPG already have Brazilians Oscar and Hulk, and they're spending big this window. Our information is, though, that it would be very difficult for them to buy Aubameyang this month. Dortmund have denied that a bid has been made. They say they won't comment on hypothetical matters. Now, staying in China, another player Chinese clubs are trying to sign is Carlos Bacca, the AC Milan striker. But it doesn't look like he's going to be seduced by Chinese money. Shanghai Shenhua, Guangzhou Evergrande and Tianjin Quanjian are offering him £170,000 a week. His agent says Bacca is happy in Milan. Apparently, money isn't everything.